What's going on, everybody? Max Power and Performance coming at you with a nutritional advice video. Got jalapeno for me? Got jalapeno right here with me. Check it out. That's the dog. That's the doggo. Anyways, I just wanted to cover a couple things. So, protein sources, right? You got some like chicken. Then you got some like yogurt, which this one, I recommend this brand. It's got 17 grams of protein. Then you have something, if you were Hispanic, that your parents might have used some chorizo, right? Or even if you're not, just chorizo in general. What's the difference between all of these? So, first and foremost, the chicken. It's got itself pure protein. This is an actual protein source. A lot of people tend to use this if they're trying to meet their protein needs. Same thing as steak, same thing as fish. The only difference is that they all have different properties, and they all digest a little different, right? The next thing you got, I would say, is the yogurt, which in all is a great way to get a protein source in that'll also give you some carbs. So for example, this is very low calorie and this is very low fat, and this is why I recommend this one in general, Oikos 000, because it has zero fat, zero added sugars, and it's 17 grams of protein for every 11 grams of carbohydrates. So basically you're getting more protein than you are carbohydrates, and it's just a really great way to hit it. Then you have something like chorizo, which you would define as a protein source because in all it has 10 grams of protein per serving. But what people don't realize is that for every 10 grams of protein, you also have 15 grams of fat. So you don't necessarily want to be working with that when you're trying to lose weight, just because it can be a little bit more difficult to scale stuff out like this. And the thing that almost everybody uses, protein powder, right? This is actually something I tell a lot of my clients to get, not this specific one, but protein powder in general, because it provides little calories, provides a lot of protein, and almost all the time it has very little fat and carbohydrates. So if you're just trying to meet your protein goals, this was the way to go. Protein powder. I have the gold standard whey. This is what I'm using right now. Doesn't need to be something super expensive. You can just look at the back and it'll give you all of the nutritional labels, like in all things. The one thing that does become a little bit trickier for people to scale out is basically the chicken. So to scale this out, you kind of have to go off of what some apps give you, and also the nutritional advice right here on the back. So 4 ounces is 1 serving, and it gives you the nutritional advice on the back, right? So how do I measure out 4 ounces? Well, if you get yourself a scale, it becomes a lot easier, right? You just turn it on, the numbers come up right here, you put it down, it gives you the weight of the scale, you hit 0, and it's back to 0. And then you can hit units until you get to ounces, and that's how you're going to be scaling this out. I would suggest measuring it after you cook it. If you're going to add a lot of spices, that might change the weight a little bit, but it's like a discrepancy, like a small one, So keep in mind that you need to measure out your chicken if you want to know how much protein you're getting from it, just because you won't be able to eyeball it all the time. But yeah, protein sources, these are my go-to. Got chicken, got protein powder, yogurt high in protein, and typically I'll stay away from this, but I'm gonna have some breakfast. Make some huevitos con chorizo, about to start the day off right, and then we're gonna go get a workout in. It'll be smooth. Yeah, but just wanted to put this out there because I mentioned like maybe 2 weeks ago that I wanted to post a couple videos on nutrition. I just haven't gotten around to it. Plus, just moved up to Sacramento. Shout out Sacramento. But yeah, we'll be making it work for you all. We'll be bringing you guys weekly content still on the YouTube page, on the Max Power and Performance Instagram. We'll try to upload a couple videos on there too, just to get it going on the same wavelength as the YouTube. So everybody, this is Max Power and Performance. Thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to support the channel. Appreciate it. Stay blessed.